And during that time when I filed the case, hindi po presidente si FPRRD. So there's nothing connected with PRRD because at the time I filed the case against him, yung nakaupo na Pangulo at the time was an ally of Mabilog, no? Former President Noynoy Aquino, kasi si Mabilog is a certified Dilawan. They abandoned the Dilawan and they are now transferring their allegiance to PBBM because he wanted to get away with his accountability to the Ilonggo people. And it pains me a lot because for so many years I have fought Mabilog. I have risked my life. During those times that he was very strong, untouchables during the Aquino administration, may mga drug lords pa siya na sinasandalan. We fought so much, so hard. Tapos, all of a sudden, without due process on our part, hindi man lang kami binigyan ng chance to oppose the petition of Mabilog. We were deprived of the opportunity to assail the validity and the merit of his petition for a presidential pardon. Wala yung shortcut.
At sa mga sandaling ito ay makakasama po natin ang isa pong konsehal sa Iloilo City po at ito po ay may kaugnayan doon sa clemency na ibinigay po sa dating alkalde rin po ng Iloilo City. Binigyan po ni Pangulong Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. ng executive clemency ang dating alkalde po ng Iloilo City na si Jed Patrick Mabilog, 7 taon matapos siyang tanggalin sa serbisyo sa umunoy nakaw na yaman. Pag-usapan natin ito with former Iloilo City Councilor Plaridel Nava. Former Councilor, sir, maayong gabi. Admar Vilando po at MJ Mundiha.
Hi, sir. Good evening po.
Good evening po. Good evening sa lahat ng viewers ng SMNI. Thank you for this opportunity to be here with you tonight.
Opo, madamong salamat. Sir, umpisahan ko lang po. Ano po ang inyo pong kaugnayan na dito po kay dating Mayor Mabilog po, no? Yung role po ninyo, lalo na may kaugnayan po sa mga issues sa kanya po, sir.
Well, we used to be together in one political group sa Iloilo. When I started politics in 2010, I ran for councilor. And that was also the first time Mabilog ran for mayor in 2010. For 2 elections, we were together in 2010, 2013. Pero I left his group sometime in 2014 because I could no longer stomach. Hindi ko na masikmura yung ginagawa niya sa Iloilo. And I became an opposition. And his administration was beset by a lot of anomalies, corruption, drug problems, etc., etc. Until there is this case that I filed against him in 2015 regarding his ownership with a private company na nagkontrata sa Iloilo City government. I exposed it. I became a whistleblower and I also filed a criminal and administrative complaint against him sa Office of the Ombudsman dito sa Iloilo. And during that time when I filed the case, hindi po presidente si FPRRD. So there's nothing connected with PRRD because at the time I filed the case against him, yung nakaupo na Pangulo at the time was an ally of Mabilog, no? Former President Noynoy Aquino, kasi si Mabilog is a certified Dilawan, no? So there is no truth that he was persecuted because it was filed during the Aquino administration. And aside from that, Mr. Manuel Boy Mirada also filed a case against him for unexplained wealth during that time. And during those times also, I exposed his connection with illegal drugs. In fact, in 2 Senate hearings conducted by the Committee on Drugs chaired by Senator Grace Poe, I was one of the resource speakers. And during my testimony in the Senate for 2 times, I have laid down, I have shown to the public and to the Senate the active participation of Jed Mabilog in illegal drugs. In-expose ko po siya even without knowing that PRRD would become our president, no? Because ang tinutulungan ni Mabilog at the time in 2016 was Mar Rojas. And so after we filed that case, the ombudsman favored us. So a resolution was issued by the ombudsman finding Mabilog guilty for administrative offense and meted a penalty of dismissal from service and with forfeiture of benefits and perpetual disqualification to hold public office. Sa criminal aspect, sa administrative po, hindi po ako nakasama doon. Siya lang, no? I have no administrative case. But in the criminal aspect, I was included in the criminal information that was filed with the Sandigan Bayan because according to the ombudsman, I was a conspirator considering that although I am a whistleblower, but I took part in finding the dummy for Mabilog to be able to participate in the bidding. And so right now the status is the ombudsman dismissed him and we have now a case with the 3rd Division of Sandigan Bayan, kaming dalawa. For the administrative case, unfortunately, the other day, it was very painful to hear that the president has issued or has granted an executive clemency that restored Mabilog's civil and political rights. That is why I have decided to challenge that, no? With all due respect to Malacanang, but I have no quarrel with Malacanang. It is my advocacy ever since to expose Mabilog's corruption and connection with illegal drugs. I have to continue with this fight because I have invested so much, all the effort, the time, the energy I have spent to make sure that Mabilog will be punished and he should not be given any opportunity to go back to public service. Masamang tao yan, I should say, kasi I know him from head to toe. We've been political allies, we've been close. He is the godfather of my child. I am the godfather of his child. And I must say that Mabilog doesn't deserve that clemency, Sir Admar and Sir MJ.
Opo, at matapos po na nito sir, ano po agad ang ginawa ninyong hakbang ukol dito? And syempre kung may katotohanan yung mga naihain po ninyo na kaso na sa pera ng bayan yan, ano ang nakikita nyo? Nawala ng hustisya ba kasunod po ng mga pangyayaring ito?
Definitely. This issuance of the executive clemency is this will create a culture of impunity. This will set a bad precedence for corrupt officials na pwede pala silang maabsuelto kung malapit sila sa presidente, malapit sila sa Malacanang, despite the fact the actions against the society, pwede nilang gawin na mangurakot, magnakaw. They will abuse their authority because anyway, nakasandal sila sa pader. This executive clemency or the pardoning power of the president is, it has become a tool of political patronage and favoritism. It erodes the independence of the ombudsman. So parang walang hustisya because Mabilog was given a fair chance in ombudsman. Mali po, hindi po totoo that he was deprived of due process. Sinisisi nila si dating Presidente Rodrigo Duterte. Walang kinalaman dito si PRRD. Mabilog, contrary to his allegation, after he received the dismissal order from the ombudsman, doon pa lang sa ombudsman, he was given due process. Nag-appear siya sa hearing, he submitted his counter affidavit, he submitted his position paper, And after receiving the order of the Ombudsman, he went to the Court of Appeals. He elevated the decision. He challenged it sa Court of Appeals. Natalo po siya sa Court of Appeals. The Court of Appeals upheld the decision of the Ombudsman, finding Mabilog guilty of administrative offenses. Hindi pa siya kontento po. He went to the Supreme Court to challenge the ruling of the Court of Appeals and of the Ombudsman. In other words, he exhausted all legal remedies. He was not deprived. Ano yung sinasabi ni Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin? Na dahil natatakot daw si Mabilog, umalis kaya hindi siya nakadepensa. That is totally incorrect. Dapat tiningnan muna nila yung facts of the case, yung background of the case before they made the conclusion. It was erroneous. Pumunta po siya ng Court of Appeals, natalo siya. Pumunta po siya ng Supreme Court, yan ba ang deprivation due process? Hanggang Supreme Court, inavail niya yung legal remedies niya. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeals, upheld his dismissal from the service. And all of a sudden, ganitong gagawin ng Malacanang, forgetting that Mabilog has committed serious crimes against the Ilonggo people. He deserved that dismissal order. Marami pa siyang ginawa na nakalusot siya eh. Tapos, just because of political influence, political accommodation, bibigyan kasi Mabilog was accusing PRRD of many things na hindi naman totoo. You know, Mabilog is a certified Dilawan. In the 2022 elections, he was campaigning for Leni Robredo. He and his wife, nagpo-post yan sa Facebook. Sinasabi nila in Facebook, in public, na magnanakaw si PBBM. Sinasabi nila yan. Sila mismo nagpo-post sa Facebook. Si Mabilog, I have screenshots of Mabilog's post and his wife's post because they were campaigning for Leni Robredo. And now look at them. They abandoned the Dilawan and they are now transferring their allegiance to PBBM because he wanted to get away with his accountability to the Ilonggo people. And it pains me a lot because for so many years I have fought Mabilog. I have risked my life during those times that he was very strong, untouchables during the Aquino administration. May mga drug lords pa siya na sinasandalan. We fought so much, so hard. Tapos, all of a sudden, without due process on our part, hindi man lang kami binigyan ng chance to oppose the petition of Mabilog. We were deprived of the opportunity to assail the validity and the merit of his petition for a presidential pardon. Wala a shortcut. It was railroaded. And us being the complainant, were not given the chance to at least oppose and lay down our opposition to the executive clemency, Sir Admar and Sir MJ.
Opo. Sir, isang tanong lang mula sa aking panig dahil po na ipaliwanag niyo na po ang inyong side. Meron pong sinabi si former Chief Legal Counsel Sal Panelo sa isa pong statement na sinabi niya na isang daong gantimpala o reward yung naging desisyon ng Pangulo dahil nga nagsalita itong si former Mayor Mabilog laban kay former President Rodrigo Duterte kaugnay po sa issue ng drug war. Sir.
I agree with that. That's one of possible reasons. kung bakit binigyan siya ng pardon or executive clemency. Because he allowed himself to be used by Malacanang. Everything was scripted from the very beginning. They need someone to besmirch the war on drugs. Nasasabihin niya sa Quadcom that he was innocent. Innocent pa siya. I have tried my best para maka-appear sa Quadcom to refute and rebut Mabilog's allegations that he was innocent, that he has no connection with illegal drugs. I have a lot of evidence. I have already testified in the Senate twice. Marami akong gustong sabihin. But, siyempre, bias sila. Gusto lang nila marinig yung gusto nilang marinig. Kami na nag-devote ng time namin to fight illegal drugs. We were not given the chance. Ilang beses na kami nag-attempt na at least to be fair. Not only to be fair to the president, to be fair sa war on drugs, but also to be fair to people who have risked their lives. Na kami dito sa Iloilo, alam ng mga Ilonggo na lumaban kami dito sa mga drug lords. And while we were fighting the drug lords, yung mayor namin nakikikain sa drug lords. Pumupunta sa bahay ng drug lords. Naging ninong ng anak ng drug lords. Can you imagine that? And then, iiyak siya sa Quadcom na parang bata. He wanted to get public sympathy. Naniwala naman sa kanya yung Quadcom because they have the same purpose and interest. Tama yung sinabi niya, Tony Sal. This is one possible reason that we can logically conclude na mayroong concession dyan. That's the reward sa pagpagamit niya sa sarili niya. Kasi marami siyang gustong gawin. Una, gusto niya daw i-clear yung pangalan niya. Paano ma-clear yung pangalan niya? He can no longer cleanse his name. Buhay pa kami. We are the living witness kung anong ginawa niya dito sa city. At the same time, gagawa siya ng istorya. He will make story for his own convenience. He would demonize PRRD para makuha niya ang gusto niya that he will get a reward from Malacanang. Hindi yan honest si Mabilog. He is not that sincere. He is not that clean. Hindi po siya malinis. Yung sinabi ng Malacanang na binigyan siya ng executive clemency because of his long-standing commitment to good governance. Anong good governance na sinasabi niyo? Alam niyo ba kung hindi ko na maisip sa mga daliri ko kung ilang corrupt practices na ginawa niya sa Iloilo, kung anong maraming anomalya na ginawa niya. And that is a good governance for Malacanang. Yung mga overpriced at substandard na mga traffic lights dito, yung mga overpriced at substandard na mga vaccines, ng mga Berorab anti-rabies vaccines, is that good governance? Yung pag-loan niya ng ilang milyon na loans na hindi naman napupunta sa mga project, is that good governance? Yung pagkuha niya ng dami para so he can own a company, plumbing company, is that good governance? Ano ba yung definition ng good governance ng Malacanang? Yung mangurakot ka, yung you will abuse your authority, is that good governance for them? Sana naman, had they given us the opportunity to ventilate all of this, nabigyan kami ng due process to file an opposition so that ma-weigh ng Malacanang kung dapat ba si Mabilog bigyan ng pardon or clemency or hindi. Huwag lang tingnan yung political patronage or political interest.
Opo. Sir, madamang salamat sa inyo pong oras at panahon na ngayong gabi sa mga ibinahagi niyo po sa ulitin. Ingat po kayo.
Salamat po. God bless you all at saka mabuhay kayong lahat dyan.
Si former Iloilo City Councilor Plaridel Nava ha, at bukas yung ating
Tama.
himpilan. Kaugnay nga po dito sa mga naging pahayag ni former City Councilor Nava laban dito kay former Mayor ng Iloilo City Jed Mabilog. At kaugnay doon sa mga naging pahayag, no? At dito naman sa kanyang statement, matapos nga po nga may bigyan siya ng executive clemency, sinabi rito ng dating alkalde, and I quote, "It is adjudication, it is a restoration, and I thank President Bongbong Marcos Jr. for giving me this opportunity to be able to vote and exercise my right to vote and be voted upon." Dagdag pa niya rito, sabi niya, "I again commit myself to the best service of the Filipino people according to what the President believed in. This is to do what is morally right rather than what is politically correct." Doon naman sa kaugnay sa, babalikan ba niya si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na pinaniwalaan niya na ginimpit daw siya. Ang sabi naman niya dito, "As a true Christian, I forgave him." Dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, "I forgave him already and will not file any case as a sort of retaliation," partner Jay.
Tama. At kung marinig ba ng kampo, bukas ang ating himpilan, partner, doon sa side ni former Iloilo City Mayor Jed Mabilog.